Warden. When I read some scriptures about Jesus' communion, it just sounds very strange, and a lot of Christians still take the communion. The communion just sound more like zombie vampires. Take ye eat. This is my body. My flesh. Eat my flesh. More sound like zombies. Or the wine. Take drink. Drink this. Take this cup. What is my blood? Drink his blood. They just sound like very like a vampire, man. When I was young, I did it. Like we all had. You know what I mean? We all have done it. But when but as I matured, as I gotten older, and every time I hear someone, when I always hear the preacher say that, eat eat of my flesh, eat his flesh, which was the bread, like is a token of eating his flesh. It just sound nasty, man. People say, well, bro, you missing that's not, it's talking to somebody. Listen, let me give you a prime example. I think it was somewhere in Ezekiel. When the Almighty told Ezekiel to eat man's dung. And Ezekiel complained. And Ezekiel was like, since this youth up, I have not eaten torn pieces of flesh that cometh out of man. And when I look at that, it just that's my baby I hear screaming in the background, playing around. But when Ezekiel complained, he would eat man's dung, eat man's shit, okay, and bake it, eat it with they with birthday cake, something like that, but Ezekiel was like, I haven't eaten torn pieces of flesh that come out of man. I don't blame Ezekiel, I know that was like, dang, boy, that was all messed up, then the Almighty told him then to eat cow's dung. You know what I mean? God didn't tell him to eat something, but see, that was symbolic of the children of Israel eating defiled meats, defiled breads. Okay, so if you understand that what Ezekiel, when the Heavenly Father told Ezekiel, that was symbolic of something. But but still talking about the bread, eating pieces of flesh. Eat, this is my body. It just sounds like you eating this spiritually. This is his body. If you really look at it, yes, they're eating the bread, but it's symbolic of you eating his flesh. Okay, and you drinking his blood. Drinking blood is a vampire. Eating flesh is a zombie. I don't eat no man's flesh, and I dash won't drink no man's blood. That sound more like white people. White people are the one who drinks blood. They even eat their meats red and bloody. So they tamper with, they threw that in there. This is a lot of that stuff that they doing in there, man. It's all checked up. So I don't follow a lot of these white people shit. They added that up. And it's another thing when I look at how they say about how Jesus and God was impregnated Mary. But not Moses, I'm sorry, but Joseph supposed to have been his wife. But Joseph supposed to have been okay because it's okay because God impregnated her. Out of all the virgins, and see, this is the funny thing. There was more than many virgins out there than Mary that didn't have no husband. Why God didn't chose them? Not to say, I'm not saying that this thing is accurate because I don't even believe it is real. But I'm just saying, if that would have been the case, he could have chose a woman that didn't have a husband, not a woman that has a husband. But this whole thing is all crazy, man. And a lot of you Christian people is all duped confused, stupid, blind. But like I said, man, that communion shit just sound real crazy, strange, and you know, flesh. It's like zombies and vampires. That's showing white people nature. That's their nature. Look at their movies. They always gotta make a man sucking somebody's blood. And they got zombies eating people's flesh. Nasty motherfuckers.